Well, hello there, and welcome back to my channel where I make quality content that nobody asked for. In today's video is another room arranging video because I just want to film one of these videos because lately I feel like my collection has not been sparking in my brain. I feel like I'm going to do that collector's block that a lot of collectors do when they just look at their collection and they just ain't feeling it. Does not mean I don't love it. I love everything in my collection. I just don't feel anything for it right now, and I think because I kind of like it kind of stale for me because my collection, like displays and stuff, like the displays I see every day, been that way for like a year. I hadn't really changed up anything in my room, so I thought, hey, it's time for a change, and maybe that change will help me like be like, oh my goodness, my collection's so cool. So yeah, that's today's video. I'm finally going to change up some of my displays. Like, well, this display always will be the same because everything here fits perfectly, but I will be changing this display right here. Which was very hard for me because I said this is my main display of my Marks Ladybug stuff, but I thought, hey, I'm going to change it around. Still gonna be miraculous. Like, hey, I thought since I got a whole bunch of Adrian dolls, we can make like an Adrianette display right here, and then we can have like Lady Noir and Onward and stuff like that. And like, I got a whole bunch of new dolls I can see right here that I thought, hey, it'd be fun to put on my other shelves, and it can just be a whole thing. I also bought like shelf lights and stuff like that, so maybe it will help me spark up and light in something, I don't know, within me. But that's what I'm going to do in this video. I'm just going to be rearranging my stuff, so let's just dive right into it and let's take a look at my shelves before I change them. Can reminisce, and then we can do a whole thing because I'm actually kind of excited because I said I just bought a whole bunch of stuff. Like, I got a whole bunch of new Monster High dolls and Adrian dolls, and I had some Teen Titan stuff, so hopefully it'll be a good time. So let's just dive right into this video. So here's the shelf. Well, one of the shelves we're gonna change. This is my main filming shelf. This is the shelf you see in every video. And I do have a deeper look of my collection if you want to see that on my Marks Ladybug like collection video. But yeah, so the main one that's gonna be changed is this one right here. This is my Marinette shelf. Because for the longest time, all I had was Marinette dolls, but since I have more Adrian dolls, as you can see right there, I'm gonna combine it with this shelf. And I do have an inbox Adrian that I'm gonna put there. Take this little 2-pack out, put that somewhere else, and put more like Adrian and Marinette stuff here, and I think it will look really cute. So that we're going to change on this shelf. Another thing that I'm going to change is right here. This is my where I keep like my DC superhero girls. For the longest time, this is what I had, so I kept them there, but since my collection is growing, they can have their own separate display. Plus, I think it'd be really nice to have everything here miraculous, because I said, besides right here, the bottom shelf is storage, but like these 3 shelves are miraculous, and it's kind of weird that it stops here with like DC stuff. So yeah, I'll be moving this stuff around. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that inbox like reversible secret Marinette, but she's going somewhere. But yeah, these will go with my Teen Titans display, and I do have a separate display on my other shelf that I'm going to do for all my Night Begins to Shine Funkos, so that's exciting. For the longest time, I didn't want this to be a Marks Ladybug because I do have a lot of Marks Ladybug dolls, because I thought that would be too much. So that I put DC superhero girls, and then like the color schemes and the vibes match, you know, this shelf here. But it's time for a change, so I'm going to make this like have, I call it the other heroes of Marks Ladybug. So we're going to have like Bunex, Vesperia, Rena Rouge here. So I think that would be fun, as you will see in a time lapse here. So yeah, say goodbye to the DC superhero girl display with Night Begins to Shine. They're going somewhere else. Say goodbye to this display. It will be a Adrianette display, as I call. The display is going to stay the same. Nothing really going to change here because I have my autographed dolls and I want to showcase them. So this will probably stay the same. I might add a few merch here and there, but this stay the same. And this display is also going to stay the same. Besides, I'm going to take out the because like behind I have some inbox Bandai figures. I'm going to take those out and replace it with my inbox dolls. So I think that would be fun. But other than that, the display will look the same. As if the main changes are these two displays. And again, I never really changed this display right here, my Hatching Dragon Frozen whatever display, but I am going to add lights to it, and also got like these rose like light up lights, which I think would be really cute, and I think I'm hanging like some acrylic keychains that is like miraculous and stuff, so that would be fun as well. And I also call this my other big bookcase of merch that I own. You guys never see this bookcase because it's on the other side of my room, and I don't film here because this is actually the entrance. Like, here's my door, here's the shelf, but this shelf will also change a lot, and I thought that would be a fun thing to show in this video. Like, here's a nice little tilt of everything. A lot of things are actually going to change on the shelf. For instance, like this shelf, because it's really tall because of the way that I put the shelves, I'm gonna make this into my Monster High shelf because I have a lot of Gen 3 dolls, so all my Monster High dolls will hopefully fit here. I'm also gonna move my Hunkatori Cleo to right next to Jackie Laura and move Frankie. Hopefully they fit there because I forget that I have Hunkatori Cleo like every day until I look at the shelf like, oh, I own her. So I thought maybe putting her next to Jackie Laura will let me remember that I own her. And then like these fake Grand Order stuff are going to move to a different part of this bookcase, and this will also be all taken down. I don't know if I'm gonna put my Burger King figures yet, but this is gonna be my Night Begins to Shine shelf because Funkos fit really well here, so this part will be torn down and put somewhere else. These will go on the main display. I think I'm putting this on the Ladybug and Cat Noir shelf. This pretty much gonna stay the same, besides this Jackie Laura is gonna go with her friends, but she used to hang here for a while, but yeah. And hopefully when more pre-production came out, I can expand this shelf, but for now, this is staying the same, besides the minus of Jackie Laura. This shelf is also going to stay the same. Yeah, nothing going to change too much here. This one is where I'm going to put the smaller collections, like I'll have my fake Grand Orders, my Tokidoki, and my LOMGs. So, and then all these dolls are going to move up to, oh, Jackie Laura's just hanging there. We're going to move somewhere else, but yeah, so this is going to be like whatever shelf, like collections that are just really small, but needs to be on display. So that one going to change on this shelf. I used to call this my Rainbow High shelf. You know, half these dolls aren't Rainbow High, but I'm dedicating this whole bookcase to Rainbow High and Shadow High because I did clear out this shelf right here. This used to be a fabric shelf, but then I realized I'd rather have dolls than fabric. So here I'm going to put like Teen Titans stuff or DC related items. And then, so hopefully move all these DC superhero girl dolls with the other ones. Same with like other things on this shelf. And have that space clear for Rainbow High and Shadow High because I do have a lot of boxes that I haven't opened yet of those dolls. Just don't know when that's going to happen. But when I do unbox dolls and get more, they can hang on this shelf because these will be moved to right here. You know, when I first, thought about rearranging my shelves and what I'm going to do, like, I had this whole plan. I was vibing, I was thriving, but then I realized, things went wrong really, really fast here. Like, one thing, for some reason, this shelf does not fit my Playmate in-box dolls. I'm like, the hell? Like, I tried everything to make it fit, but it did not fit. Like, well, the Bondi dolls fit. Like, okay, well, maybe this shelf is just weird. So I put these dolls in here. These are my in-box Bondi dolls, which I feel very proud of owning. And I put them in the order I like, and then I started putting it on my shelves, like, okay, this is working out for me. And like, the 2-pack is right on top, so like, okay, this can just be a Bondi shrine, no problem here. I added my out-of-box dolls for some of them, like just the main ones, like Ladybug, Cat Noir, Marinette, and Adrian, the whole love skirt, all fine and dandy. Did not change their pose or anything, because, their pose originally on the bottom shelf was perfectly fine, and I liked it that way, so I squeezed them in. Put the plushies on from Spirit Halloween, super cute, but they were kind of big because, the things did not fit on this shelf for no apparent reason, but I managed to squeeze the plushies in the way that I like, and then I started to add the action figures after I, start to like finish posing the dolls, because sometimes, boy dolls don't come with stands, and so I always have to balance them with the girls who was on stands. But anyways, I grabbed the action figures, and since these don't come with stands or nothing, I set them down, put in the same order as they were before, all fine and dandy, and I thought, this is okay, this is gonna be alright. But then it was not. We had run into a dilemma. So as you can see from the clip before, I was struggling with this shelf because I thought that all these shelves on this bookcase have to equal like the same amount of amount of space, but apparently this shelf and this shelf are like a few millimeters too short to fit any of like the Playmate dolls. So I thought, oh well, this shelf is short, that's fine. The inbox Bondi dolls fit perfectly fine there, no problem. I just switch around the display to right here. Nothing fits here either when it comes to dolls, because before I used to keep the Bondi figures, but since I removed them, now I'm just like, I'm gonna put in this space, because in my mind I want the Bondi dolls and the Playmate dolls to be separate. I don't want them to share a same shelf because I'm weird that way. So maybe I might bring something from the other display and put it here, like maybe my Kwame shelf, but I don't know how I feel about that. But no, I could bring everything over here and hopefully I like it. If not, I have to put like Teen Titans merch or something here. I wanted this whole thing to be miraculous. And like the problem is like I can't also move these shelves because he's like built in, so it's like struggles. One thing, sorry for like the mic of the other clip, life just be that way. But since I had struggled figuring out what I'm going to do on that bottom shelf, like, you know what, I'm just going to do the shelf I know that's going to work for me. The shelf I can trust, the Marionette Shrine. So I took it down, and then I do some switcheroos, put some boxes in different areas, and added Adrian. And I just keep adding Adrian, this is like the Adrianette shelf. And I put everything that was Adrian and Marionette related on this shelf. And sorry that I blocked half of it, so enjoy this like over the shoulder shot, wow, those shoulders. But yeah, here I just added like some of the Japanese keychains, and then I added the reversible secret Marionette and Adrian doll, and I left the cat ears on Adrian because I thought that was so cute because he'd be a furry. And then of course Tiki's there, and then I started adding like the Burger King toys and the Kinder Egg toys, like anything that literally had Adrian or Marionette on it, I put it on. And the Kwamis, because, they're the shippers. They're the ones who like, no, I want Adrian and Marinette to be together and all that jazz. So I also put like clothes from the fashion pack on there too, to show them like, yeah, we also Ladybug and Cat Noir. I'm more than a normal girl with a normal life. Yeah, I got a secret that nobody knows yet. Miraculous, sibling the best, you get it. Update on the room. I did a lot of work off camera just because I got overwhelmed yesterday because a lot of things didn't work out the way that I wanted, but I managed to finally put everything that I wanted on the shelf. Like on this bottom shelf, I just decided to move the Kwame shelf here, and I did a lot more changes than I thought it would. But yeah, this part is basically done, and I'm going to add the lights to it. And again, this shelf never changed. But yeah, and I'll get a deeper look once this video is over and I have everything on. But yeah, I did put this shelf on off camera just because honestly it's like the same as before on the other shelf. I just moved it over here. So I want to see me building that shelf, I guess go to my other room renovation. And also have these two. And sorry if like the camera's crooked. It's on a charger. But since that is done and I did the other shelf, I'm also going to work on this shelf right here and make it into my Teen Titan shelf. You can see I also did some work previously, so that's what I'm going to do right now. Alright, so since I have this little, shelf right here because, we love the built-in, that one shelf that keeps the shelf together, so here I just added my Teen Titans Night Begins Shine Funkos, the pride of my collection, the thing I love most. And kind of nice to have them like all displayed and I can see it. And since I don't have Robin, one day I will have it, I put the soda can like
Funkos there, and then I had the figures out of the soda pop right in front of the Funkos. I thought it looked nice. And here I'm also adding my Gen 3 to the Monster High shelf that I like to call, since I have most of the core dolls, especially the ones that I like, and I really like it. And behind them, you can't tell, but I have some Gen 1 dolls that are purely on the other shelf, like the bottom part, and behind them also have Hunk Couture, but you can't see them anymore. Like, I love how one of my complaints about this shelf was I couldn't see Cleo, and I forgot that I own her, and then I made this new display, and I can't see either, so we love that. So a very, very me thing to do, but I really like how this shelf came out. And maybe one day I'll get more Gen 3 and place the Gen 1. And RIP that Jackie Laura, like she looked like she's going through an exorcism or something. But here I also added some LOL OMG dolls. Like, these are the only ones I have. I'm not planning on getting any more. It's a very small collection, because this is my small collection shelf. So here I'm just adding like the dolls, and then I add all my Tokidoki Unicornos. Like, I love these, but like they're kind of expensive for what they are. Like, they're like $15 for those little unicorn statues, so I don't have too many. And then also move my fake Grand Order figures here, my only anime figures, and probably my only anime figures ever, because I only really wanted Merlin, but somehow I got more. But I don't know if this clip shows me putting Gilgamesh and the other guy on. Oh nope, as I said it, they appeared, so they get it. And I love this shelf, but I wish the unicorns would stop falling in this clip. Jeez, put yourself together, Tiffany. Alright, working on the Teen Titans shelf here. So of course I put some inbox figures off camera to see if they fit, but here I'm just adding all my DC superhero girl dolls. I love these dolls, so I'm glad I can finally put them all together because they've been separated for a while. And yeah, I'm just kind of placing them here, and I'm sorry, but these next couple of clips will be super dark because I was a dummy and stand in front of the light the whole time, so enjoy the darkness, very DC, because DC movies never are well lit, they're like, darker the better. If the viewer cannot see what's going on the TV, even better, because no one can actually see the bad storylines that we're doing. But anyways, that's the DC superhero girl stuff, and here I'm just even darker, just adding some of the Teen Titan plushies and all my other inbox Teen Titans merch. Just keep adding all the Teen Titans stuff. Control Freak got nothing on me when it comes to being a fangirl.
Human being, and my room is messy because I've been organizing that I've been watching this video. But since I'm gonna add lights to this shelf, and whatever leftover lights would be on the Teen Titans shelf, I bought these puck lights from Amazon, and they're really cool. Like, they can change colors, which I think is great, especially with the remote. You can just press the button. Oh, first gotta turn it on to be smart. And then it changes color. That's awesome. And I bought a lot of them because I think there's like 12 in here, which is great. And they also come with other remotes, so I'll link these down below. But I also got these fairy lights. They're clips, and I thought it'd be great for clipping on acrylic keychains, which I'm gonna be doing on the lights as well. And for the main shelf, like, I'm thinking of this one for the Teen Titans. And then I also got these rose lights from Amazon as well. I'll link these down. I can link these two down below. I got this from Hobby Lobby. And I thought these rose lights would be really cute on display too, because this is mostly a Marks Ladybug display, and they have a thing for roses there, and these roses are light up pink, so I think that will be fun. But just a warning, if you do buy these lights from Amazon, you also gotta buy batteries, which I did yesterday. I bought so many packs of batteries. I think I bought 6 packs of 8 AAA batteries. So I got those from the Dollar Tree. So I'll put them all in these lights and go and stick them.
Once again, an awkward cutoff, but I'm basically going to say, like, I'm going to stick these lights onto these shelves. And that's what I'm doing exactly right here. I'm just sticking on these lights right now. And no, nothing too hard. I just peel off the adhesive and go stick, 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 like, me sticking a whole bunch of stickers or something. And throughout this time, the song Lights been in my mind, like, somewhere no, you don't even hear my voice, but yeah. And also went to my other shelf, the Teen Titan shelf, and also started sticking lights on them because I have some extra. And I'm glad I did this because this area of my room don't really get sun because it's like so many shelves blocking everything here. But I also added lights on here, and I'm glad I did that because I can actually see my collection and hear me looking back for some reason. And then here I also started adding the rose lights. They're very tangled together, like like every string light out there, Christmas lights, fairy lights, all of them tangled to each other. And then RIP to my Rumblehorn, my Skull Crusher plushies before it got knocked over while doing this. But I also just taped the lights onto the shelves, nothing fancy, but I recommend not using Scotch tape. Did not hold the flowers, so I ended up going back with packaging tape, and that tend to make the flowers stay. And yeah, I really like these flowers. I originally wanted pink roses, but Amazon sent me the wrong one, or like was a miss. I think it was a miss error because I thought it was pink roses, but ended up being white roses with pink lights. But I end up liking the way this look because I feel like if it was the pink roses, it would be too much. So yeah, a mistake, but a happy mistake, and that what my parents say when I was born too. The best mistake they ever made. So yeah, just taping on these lights, and glad I did this because I feel like these lights really brought everything together because I was not vibing. I was not vibing and I was not thriving. And originally, I was going to add like a whole bunch of like acrylic keychains on these rose lights and it would be so cool, but it looked too much. So I only left 2 on and I only trimmed down the clip to you guys can see the only 2 that I pin on here. So you're welcome for that.
After dedicating 2 days of my time revamping these shelves, reorganizing it, putting lights in, all that jazz, it has been 3 days. But anyways, they're done. For now, until I do my next rotation, probably next year or the next couple of months. So I'm just very excited how it came out. I do like it. I can get used to just because I am a creature of habit and he's saying the same things over and over again. But yeah, let's look at the stuff that I did. And yeah. So this was the big kahuna we worked on this video, and I feel like this is the thing I also captured the most footage, which is me changing up the main big display. So here just like a little overview of it. So let's take a closer look. So here's the first part of the display. This is the Bondi Rust Ladybug display. It used to be on the third shelf shelf down, but now I moved on top because the boxes fit here, and originally I wanted this to be like the other superheroes like Vesperia, Rena, Bunex, all of that in their boxes, but their boxes didn't fit. I could see on camera my struggle. They were like a millimeter too big, so these dolls fit, so they moved up here, which I kind of like because I get to see them more visibly now, and they're less accident prone, even though when I was hanging up these lights, this guy right here was such an accident prone. Like, he was my trouble child, Adrian. But yeah, here's that. So I do have some of the inbox stuff, like we have Ladybug, Adrian, Chloe, Marinette, and Cat Noir, and the Spirit Halloween plushies. We have the dolls, some of them anyways, and the figures to match. And here we have the Adrianette shelf, but I also feel like this also could just be a Love Square shelf in general because there's a lot of mix going on here. So yeah, we have my inbox European Marinette, and then we have my inbox Adrian, my inbox Marinettes as well here, the 2 different ones, the fashion pack and the normal fashion packaging, doll packaging, and then we have my out-of-box Marinette and Adrian, and the reversible sequins because I love them, and some merch right there. Like we have some Kinder eggs and Burger King, very very cute, and some other merch to go along with it. Here this shelf stayed the same. I call this is my autograph dolls, even though there's only 2, but I didn't even change much. I just added the Zoom Zooms. And down here, since again the inbox dolls don't fit here, I decided to move my Kwame shelf from my big shelf to here, so now most of my merch is on this shelving unit, which is nice. It's like the same before with the Kwame plushies by Playmates and the European Playmate figures and some mashups. And yeah, and I also added the shelf lights. They also changed colors. I also added on this shelf, and I also added these color changing white roses with pink lights in it, and I really do like them. And I did add these little paper cutouts of Star Wars Evil characters, pony heads up there. I also have Rex Ladybug characters right here. And I also have these keychains up here. I want to put more acrylic keychains along the vines of the roses, but it looked too busy, so I just kept these two, which are some of my favorites. And I can't tell because it's out of focus. There we go. So that's this display. Another I also did work on this video is my Teen Titans shelf. My Teen Titans collection plus some other bonus characters. Like this one you did not see like on camera progress because I did this off camera a long time ago, right when I first got these figures. I put them right on this shelf. So this is my Bandai Teen Titans collection. So in here trying to keep it Bandai or anything related to that. So we have some out-of-box figures, in-box figures, the cyborg hand, lots of goodies. And here, this is my DC Superhero Girl display. This is all my DC Superhero Girls, and I think they fit well with the Teen Titans display just because we have Blackfire, Starfire, and Bumblebee, but I also call Batgirl honorary member just because, you know, Bat family. And we have them all there. And then behind them, I have some more in-box Teen Titan figures. This one is Aqualad with his machine. This one is Cyborg, and this one is the Deformed Beast Boy. And we also have Titan's Tower. And we also have my last display, because this only has 3 shelves, which I have more in-box Teen Titans figures, but these are from McFarlane or Mattel. So I have Deathstroke, Cyborg, and the 2 Beast Boys, and this one's by Mattel. Sorry it's dark over here, lights just don't hit this area. And then I have some of the Deformed Pal plush figures, and then here I have some stickers of the main crew, and I also have this death metal figure of Batman. And then along the sides I do have these fairy clips, and here I do have my little rag dolls hanging. And they also have, again, these paper cutouts of the main Titans characters. So we have Terra, Raven, Beast Boy, some acrylic keychains, and then over here we have Starfire, Robin, and Cyborg. So that's the main Teen Titans display, and also added shelf lights because it's dark over here. And since I'm running out of space on my cart, I'll make this really quick as well. This is my other main shelving unit. This is a shelf that no one sees, so that way it doesn't have like lights or anything on it, because I really can't really do anything with this shelf where it is in my room. But here we have all my Monster High dolls on display. So we have the Hunkators in the back. You can't see them unfortunately, but they're there. And then we have the Gen 3 core dolls and some of my Gen 1 Monster High dolls. I think that's a cute display with my weird inbox Toralei, which has a Gen 1 doll in her. Here we have my Night Begins to Shine display. So here's all my Funkos of them. Like we have the whole team besides Robin. You watch any of these opening videos when I open these figures, you know the struggle. But one day I'll have Robin and he'll be there. And this is where Robin go if I had him. It's like that on Fairy Odd Parents meet. Here's my Creep production shelf. Nothing changed here. I just added the Monster High logo from the Gen 3 boxes and this little guy. Here's more Gen 3 Monster High dolls. This is the 6-pack with Creepover and some DC comic figures in the back. And last but not least, we also have the Everything Anywhere shelf. Like we have Big Grand Order, LROMG, and Tokidoki, and everything in between. This is just a random shelf of stuff that needs to be on display. And that's my inbox storage. But yeah, really did like how this shelf. I also did some work off camera a long time ago, but I also pinned some posters on the walls, like some fan art, and also made this display with Funko cutouts and the Cat Noir bow staff. It's really cute, so I also did.
Again, another awkward cutoff because my SD card ran out of space during that time. But hi, this is my outro because I did not film one. I was too lazy to film one, so I'm just going to do a voiceover. And hi, this is me and Christina V and Bryce Papenbrook together. But I just want to close this video off saying that at first I did not like my arrangement of my shelves, but then weeks later when I'm editing this video, when I'm looking around my room, like, hey, everything came out okay, and I ended up really liking everything. But yeah, before I was cut off, I was mentioning that I did some work off camera with the posters and like pinning up some inbox action figures there, and that what I did, I didn't show it, but I had my Bandai action figures there, and like both Teen Titans and Miraculous, so kind of like my Bandai shelf. I kind of love that for myself, and just picked some artwork I got from conventions. And the shelf before that, the one with all the Monster High dolls, there was a display that I did not film on there because for a while that space was empty because that was supposed to be my Kwame shelf, but then I realized that hey, I need to fill this space because I cannot just have an empty shelf in my room. So I had some extra inbox DC figures just lying around, so I put it on that shelf, and I put the Monster High 6-pack and the Creepover because I realized, oh wait, they're not on display, so I put them there, and I end up really liking that shelf. Is it perfect? No, but that shelf kind of not perfect, but it's okay because it's a shelf that no one's going to see on camera besides on Instagram or when I'm doing one of these rearranging videos. But yeah, that's all for today's video. I hope you like it. It was kind of a mess, but it was kind of a stressful time because like I had a plan didn't work out. There's like more things off camera that didn't work out, and I just like I had to just keep going because I'm really picking on my display. Like we're collectors. Our whole life is like art display. So when something didn't like work out, it was frustrating. So I had to like stop and think, and I would keep sneezing because my room is all dusty. It was like a whole thing. But now it's all together, it's all done, and I'm looking around my room like, yes, it looks great. And it should stay this way for like a week before I change everything all over again. Because right now, currently, a few weeks later after filming this, my displays look different because I got more things and stuff, so I can't stop laughing there. But yeah, also update on the lights. They also died. I was so excited for like a whole week, like, oh my goodness, I have these cool shelf lights, and they died. So so I got new batteries. So hopefully when I put the batteries in, they don't die as fast. And yeah. So until then, that's all for today's video. I hope you didn't find it boring or cringy, and I'll catch you in my next one. And follow me on Instagram at ChocahorsePopcorn and the Tip for you can see me being more cool, I guess. Like you can see me here with Bryce and Christina at my Mark's Ladybug weekend. Anyways, bye! And when you have trouble, you know what to do, and stay connected, stay PG, all the goodbye things from the TV shows. Okay, bye now. I bet you thought this video was over. Psych. I said every time I do one of these like more advanced videos, my software just like has a panic attack and let me just stop working. So for some reason I can't like cut down this photo amount of time. Like I set it for like 3 minutes for an outro, but it did not work out for like, I don't know, it was the whole thing. So have some extra me bonus dialogue, just me talking, so I can fill up this camera space, this time frame, just because my editing software is dumb and won't let me cut it down. But anyways, this photo is a photo of me with Bryce Papenbrook and Christina B. They're the voice actors for Ladybug and Cat Noir when it's the English dub. And I met them so many times now that they literally have a nickname for me when they see me. They call me the Miraculous Ladybug Expert, so that's who I am. I am officially the expert, dubbed by the cast themselves. But yeah, I had this whole Miraculous Ladybug weekend where I basically hang out with them for like 3 days. Have it on my Instagram.
go follow me over there. But it was such a blast, and every time I meet Bryce and Christina, I feel very thankful because I'm thankful that I met them so many times, where I know a lot of you fans out there don't even get to meet them at all. So I hope that one day y'all get to meet them like I do, and my time is about to run out, so until then, this is officially the end. So, bug out!